Hey, Michael, wisdom versus knowledge, because knowledge is attained by what you see and wisdom gained by what you see through. So today I want to talk about the infamous mark. I think many people seem to think that this is not spiritual and something physical. Like the biggest school of thought out there, so-called school of thought, is that it's a chip. That because, it's a chip and that's what it said, but it doesn't say that, does it? Right? This rumor, obviously, was started a very long time ago. So long ago that we can't even track who actually implemented it. But most people are just listening to pastors, they're parroting other people, they're just repeating it. They're reading Revelation 13 and not truly reading it through the Spirit, because it does not say that in no form or fashion. Read it again. Revelation, especially 16, 17, and 18, and you will see that it does not say that, right? It says the mark will be forehead or right hand or both. Forehead, mind, right hand, deeds, right? Forehead representing thought and thinking, right? AKA mind control, under mind control of the adversary, and right hand doing his dirty deeds, action, right? That's actions. You ever heard that saying, right hand man, right? Do you want to be the right hand man of the adversary? This is what it means. This is what the mark is, right? It is by no means whatsoever physical or a chip. Now, of course, they want you to think that, the ones that serve him, they want you to think it's something else. Everything's a trick, right? Everything's a magic trick. Look over here when actually it's over there, or look up when it's over here, look over there, right? Everything, all of it is an illusion. You have to understand one thing and realize that the adversary is only in one place. That's it, right? And our people, through the High Holy One, are everywhere, because he, capital H-E, is everywhere. Satan can only be in one place. The only way he has a chance to mimic in being everywhere is by utilizing satanic little robots, right? He works through humans just like the High Holy One does. It's all about human beings here on this earth. That's the battle. The spirits are working through the humans, the good ones and the bad ones. And that's what he's doing with the forehead, mind control, right hand, deeds and actions. Now, people will debate me. They'll be like, Michael, but it says you're not going to be able to buy and sell. It makes total sense. We're heading toward a chip. Yes, we are. That part, you're right. It's a half-truth. But that does not mean that it's the mark, right? Because they said, okay, and then explain it. You're not going to be able to buy and sell. It must be a chip. I was like, you have to watch my other videos and know that there's a quantum supercomputer with blockchain technology and ELF, VLF, and LF. Extreme low frequency, very low frequency, and low frequency that is surveilling everyone in the civilized world. So they know your thoughts, they know what you're thinking, right? This is actually sort of imitating the voice of God, so-called. And they know what's in your mind. And like I said before, when they know what's in your mind, they know the abundance of your heart. So then they're going to just try to sabotage you. However, what you truly need to read is Revelation 18, the very first line. What does it say? Go ahead. Go to the good book. You don't have time now? You will later. Here is where wisdom is needed. Right? Wisdom always outshines and outpowers knowledge. Here's where wisdom is needed, and know his number. Meaning, don't do business with the adversary. Sometimes you might have to, right? Because there's many people that have sold their soul, that are under mind control, that are using their right hand for his dirty deeds. And even if you're going to do business with them, you can always use the enemy, right, against himself. His so-called strength, all of his weapons will become a boomerang, and they will ricochet right back at him. It's sort of like spiritual jiu-jitsu, where you will actually use his so-called strength against him to defeat him at every turn. No weapon formed against you will prosper. We are here, and we are taking over this earth, and we are bringing benevolence to this earth. just like I described in the description about this channel. Wisdom versus knowledge. This is what everything is about. So don't be deceived. Don't be so scared of this chip. I'm not saying you should volunteer and get a chip, but it is not the mark, okay? The good ones have the seal, the bad ones have the mark. It's all spiritual. Do you think the seal is physical? Of course not. It's all spiritual. And one needs to have the wisdom to know this. To combat the enemy is to know your enemy. Hallelujah. In Yeshua HaMashiach's name, we already claim victory.